The North. Known for its industry, hard-working and innovative people, we are the engineers of the past and always look for solutions for the future. Our Creative North wants to celebrate that and show the world what we can do.
Welcome to Our Creative North, the show that celebrates the creative and digital media sector right here in the north of England. Today we've got a really good show for you where we send Joe, our pioneer, to try out some sign making, and we also visit a design company called Design 365. Enjoy the show.
And our young pioneer this week is Joe Davis, a young 16-year-old from Newcastle who has an interest in the creative industries. We sent him along to North East Display, a printing company based in North Shields.
I'm Joe Davies and I'm an apprentice from Newcastle. Today I'm going to any display to see what they do and hopefully I can use some of their equipment and make something myself. Hello.
Hi Joe, I'm Clarissa from Any Display. Welcome. Today we'll show you how to do some printing and apply some vinyl on some walls.
Sounds good.
Okay, do you want to follow me? My name's Clarissa Wilson and my role is sales, production, handling and accounts. This is a wall vinyl, it's wall wrap. Basically what we'll do is you can have a shot of putting this on the wall and you can see how easy it is to do. So I'll peel the edge off for you. Right. If you want me to put this bit on for you?
Yes, please.
Right, start there. Put it on. So you get your heat gun.
So put it on now.
Yeah, turn it on. Go down the edges of the brick. That's called wall wrap, but it can also go on shutters as well. Anything with a bit of texture, because what happens is the actual vinyl, when it's heated up, it shrinks into the texture of the wall or the shutter. Done, that's it done.
And what lovely vinyl it is. It makes me want to go and put on my old Matt Monroe vinyls and croon.
Hello Joe.
Hello.
Come on, take a seat. My name's Angela Tuplin and both myself and Clarissa own this business. So my role is graphic printing and graphic design at print to manage in the production and the finishing department. We've got a couple of jobs that we're going to send and one of them is a banner stand. Do you know what one of them is? It's like a pull-up graphic. It comes out of a cassette and we'll use a lot of exhibition halls and shop centres and things like that. So basically we need to check this artwork is ready for print. What you find on a banner stand is it goes into the cassette, the image.
Yeah.
So you need really to be adding a little bit of tail. So add about 50mm tail on the bottom, which is just the image, just so that it looks nice when it goes, so you don't see a harsh white line. So this is ready to print now, so we're just going to save it as a PDF. We'll go and send it to print.
It's all incredibly flashy stuff, especially that chart about typography. I wonder what they could do with the word Creative North.
So I was talking about Pantone colours before. This is the Pantone swatch book, and if the client tells you the code, you check it. So when we go to print, we'll just get a look at our print and we'll just check it to see if the colour's right. If it's not, you can tweak it a little bit in this program, and maybe it just needs a couple more magenta or a couple less blue or something like that. But we'll just colour match, just keep going back and testing it.
Is that a problem that comes up often then?
These machines are really calibrated well, but different medias obviously get different outputs, because if you put something on a matte paper, it's going to be a little bit flatter than it would be on a gloss photograph, photographic paper. So sometimes you have to bump the colours up a little bit. So this is going onto a film, a pop-up film, which is plastic coated, and it's ideal for banner stands because it's really flexible, rigid. So you get a lot of different options here for what media type it is. You have to click which machine it's going to. So that's on the right setting there. So I'm just going to send that now, click submit, and it's just going to rip into this program. And this is the queue. So any jobs that we've printed will drop down at this queue here. So if you ever need a reprint, you can easily find it.
Is there ones that are harder than others?
No, not really. You do the same process for every job. So it could be just a poster. You go through the same process, but it could be, a massive pop-up exhibition stand, and again, it's the same process that you go through. So it's just printing now.
Do you ever do ones that take the
will, yeah. Yeah, this one's a 60-inch machine, and the other one's a 64-inch. But the rolls of paper that you get can be 20 metres to 30, 50 metre rolls. So obviously you can print quite big. Right, Joe, what we're going to do now is we're going to set something away on this machine. And we're going to set away vinyl, which is going to be used for outdoor use. It's going to be an outdoor sign. So we're going to have a look at the different media types that you can get. Along here I've got loads of range.
Is this all you can get? Like
there's absolutely loads of different medias you can print on them. The technology of the printers nowadays, they expect you to print on lots of different substrates. So I've got a few examples. Obviously paper, you've got matte, photo, satin, gloss paper, but we also print onto things like canvas, PVC banner, mesh banner. So when the wind goes through, so it's an outdoor use. It's got lots of little holes, so it's ideal for that. Print onto fabric, wall wrap. There's loads of different vinyls you can get. So there's so much. So what we're going to do is we're going to print onto vinyl. So is it this one? And this is ideal for outdoor use. You can get different year spans on them, so it depends how long it's going to be used for. You can get 1 year, 3 year, 5 year, and so forth. So it's always best to find out what the client wants to do with the product. So we're going to substrate. I'm going to load. Right, Joe, what we're going to do now, Peter's going to show you how we do cut vinyl. And we can either print vinyl or you can get a swatch which has already got pre-colours in it. And from this machine here, you send the shape to the plotter, and the plotter just cuts around it. And you see them generally, when you see cut lettering on the walls or somebody's logo, it's ideal for that. So Peter's we're going to do a simple hello in the grey text. So are you going to load the media, Peter?
Is this one like harder than the others or just as easy? Or?
This is just as easy. It's when you're doing just a colour, it's straightforward because you've just got that area and you can just cut any shape within that area. When you're doing something that's got a print on it, because we can cut using this plotter, we can cut the print. But you have to, when you send it to print, you have to put target marks on, because then this machine will read the target marks. So they've both got to read each other to be able to see where it's got to cut the shape. It says it's ready. So you've got different options along here if you want to add weaving marks, which allow you, it cuts more shapes, but it's easier for when you're peeling it off. But on this particular design, we don't need them, so just go straight to print, straight to cut even. It's quite fast when it does cut. You've got to set your blade just right, because what you want it to do is cut the vinyl but not cut the backing paper. If you cut the backing paper, it's just going to cut it all into shape, and you want to be able to keep your backing paper. That's that done. Peter's just pulling back the bits that we don't need on this particular printer. You can see how easy it is just to pull it away.
So how would you do it, like putting it on a wall?
Well, obviously at the minute it's sticking to the backing paper, and that's going to be difficult to put onto a wall because you'd have to take each individual letter off and position it.
You wouldn't get it even.
Exactly. There you go. It's as easy as that. This is the sticky application paper going on. Ready to put on the wall?
Yeah. So just pick it up.
Yep. Let's go.
Joe, Joe looks like he's having a fantastic time. We'll find out a bit more how he gets on after the break. We also visit a company called Design 365. See you then.
And the business of the week is Design 365, a multimedia design company based in Gateshead in the Gateshead International Business Centre.
I'm Katie Twin. I'm the creative director at Design 365. I came to Newcastle from West Cumbria to do multimedia design at university. And did that for 3 years, and then when I graduated I just looked for jobs in web design. And then I came across Design 365 and started there back in 2008. Well, when I started there was only 3 of us working in the company, so it was like growing the business to what it is today, because we've now got 2 offices, a head office down in Newton Aycliffe Business Park. Well, that's where the company originated, and then I used to travel down there every day, and a lot of our clients are down there. The other director is part of a B&I group. He's a director of B&I, so he does a lot of networking down there, and we've got quite a big client base down there, and then we want to expand up here and to try and get more clients and just expand the workflow. And then this second one I opened up 2 years ago, just to expand the business, and I implemented some project management systems to help the flow of the work. One of the sites that we did in my first few years of working here was just originally, it did have a site, but then it wanted it remade, so we recreated it and rebranded it and got it up and running, and it's now the profits have gone massively up since we've made the new site, to the point some of the flight cases that they make, Kylie Minogue was sat on one the other day. She bought one. We've did a few of the sites in the early years that we did managed to get notified in Vogue magazine. They were labelled in there as a site to go to, which was quite good. It's very flexible and you get to work on projects from start to finish. As a designer, you don't just have to design a site and then pass it on. You get to look after the site and confer with clients and stuff, so you get to do a lot of client facing things as well as the design side, and that's so you get a full project rather than just a bit of a project. Over the past 7 years of being in the business, when I started we initially just did websites, and then we've grew the business into doing online developments and CRM systems. We've got our own bespoke content management system. We've also started doing app development, and we've hired an app developer. We also got 2 apprentices last year for social media and SEO, and we've now got a fully qualified SEO manager, and marketing manager. As well as this, we expanded the website side into doing pay-as-you-go websites, as we found a lot of startup businesses were couldn't really afford the initial outlay for a fully fledged e-commerce shop, so we looked at pay-as-you-go options so they can pay a monthly fee, and that'll get them all the marketings and updates, and will also help with the social media and SEO side of things for that as well. So it just helps take the pressure off and keep the website up to date, fresh with new stuff, while they can get on with setting up their new business. There's a lot of new startup businesses and different networking opportunities and stuff, such as Gateshead breakfast networking that we've been going to, and that's just introducing a lot of new businesses to each other and creating networks within them. We'd like to start moving on to bigger clients and just expanding the client base and getting more known brands. we'd like to start venturing into.
Now, if you've forgotten what we did before the break, we sent Joe Davis, a young 16-year-old from Newcastle, along to North East Display, a printing company that does printing.
Right, Joe. What we're going to do here is we're going to just give this a good sticking, because you want it to stick. You want the vinyl to stick to the sticky release liner we've just put on. The application tape, as opposed to sticking to the back.
Right.
So, right, you happy with that?
Yeah.
Just size it up against the wall. And I've got some sticky tape, so I'll just give you a hand and stick some on for you. You happy with that positioning?
Yeah.
And that just holds it in place.
My daily rules at any display basically start with the quotations. Any prices customers want, I'm responsible for doing that. That's my main role. Other parts of my work include sales, which involves the quotes, production planning. I get involved a little bit in production as well, and the accounts.
I've got a degree in graphic design, so I went and worked for a photographic lab, and off the back of that we spotted an opportunity, a gap in the market, so we decided to set up a large format printing company. So now you're happy with it's being stuck to the wall, you just take back the sticky. So it's quite a good stick. Just be careful you hit it. Yeah.
I found it like really fun and interesting. I hadn't done it before, so it was a different experience. It's different to a typical workplace because I had a good, relaxed environment, and it was like a friendly place to work, and everyone got on nicely.
The success comes from our clients. Maintaining good relationships with our clients is in itself brings its own success for us as a business. They're obviously priority, and we've kept quite a lot of clients from start, from like, you know, when we first set up 10 years ago, and we call them friends now, so to watch their business grow has been a successful part for us.
There is challenges involved in this business. Basically, you have to make sure you've got the right amount of materials in at all times, because we do the vast amount of different jobs, and some jobs come in urgently, so they're needed the next day, so you need to make sure you've got the products in to get the job done for the client on time.
I've seen these type of banners all over in like workplaces and like used to advertise things with. It's nice to know like what goes into it, into making it, and a lot of effort has to go into it.
The thing that I enjoy the most having your own company basically is you see the jobs from start to finish, so you oversee everything as well as doing your own job. You keep an eye on it all. So from my point of view, I do the quotation, so that's the very start of the process, and I see it go right through to when it's delivered to the client.
The benefit of running your own business is when you can help a client, but you also go above and beyond to help that client, because you've got the capabilities, you've got the power to be able to do that. The best thing about working in the printing industry is to help a client. You know, sometimes they've come to work with just an idea, and to get the idea from paper through to, you know, print and production in a solution. It's just the full package of that gives me a real buzz.
The people up here are very friendly. Also like having the city of Newcastle just 7 miles away, but also the coast's only 2 miles away as well, so you get the best of both worlds.
It's home for me, the North East. So to work with businesses within the North East, I just feel like, I know it's a bit of a cliche, but people are passionate in the North East, and you can see that in their business, and the sort of the strive and the pushing boundaries, and we've got some real good companies out there, and with being in the printing industry we get to see, you know, lots of sectors.
Never done anything like this before, and I never used any of the equipment that I had there, and it was like a really fun experience.
Didn't Joe have a wonderful time at North East Display? And our business of the week wasn't too bad either. Thanks to both of them for letting our creative north in. I'm sure Rob's got a little bit to say about that.
And there we have it, another show of Our Creative North, celebrating the creative and digital media sector right here in the north of England. Now, if you're a business that wants to get involved in the show, or a young person who just wants to find out a bit more, why not get in touch by following the details below, or why not tweet us at Creative North. See you next week.